Thanks for downloading this episode of the 5 Pence Change podcast. If you could, whilst the little intro's going on, just give us a like, comment, subscribe, help us grow, tell all your friends about it. That's it, innit? Yeah. Do that now. What a twist.
Who are you?
Who are you? Hey. I think I'm going to pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get the eyelashes right. I've just had them done.
No.
Hey, is this actually episode 50?
Yeah.
This is episode 50.
Episode 50!
2 more weeks, it's our birthday.
Oh,
By the way, Colin's back.
Hi everyone.
Colin is back. He didn't leave.
Back for this landmark episode.
Episode 50.
50, which is 2 below my age. I don't look.
And in 2 weeks is going to be a year.
our first birthday. Are we going to get a balloon?
Did you think we were going to survive?
I don't know. I thought it might have been like 10 episodes. I don't know.
I did not think we'd be here a year later. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I don't
saw
know.
the first one and I didn't think it'd be.
I saw the first one. I was like, this is not going to last.
It's been pretty well.
And I didn't think it was going to last. And then Michelle went and bought all this fucking decorations. And I was like, oh my God. She's
What, a couch throw?
2 couch rows, 2 cushions, a plant, a candle that we've never lit,
Yeah.
and a picture frame that we stopped using. We just keep trays.
Yeah, because we used to put like a person in the photo frame every week, and then I
Right.
just started to forget to
And sometimes
print them
never
off at
reference it.
work.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, I wouldn't reference it. It'd just be whatever was my choice for that week. But now it's just our sponsor, Desserts by Dre.
is
Whilst
a
we're
memory
talking
thing.
about Desserts by Dre, obviously it's coming up to Christmas now. His salted caramel and Bailey's mince pies are back on
Are
the
they?
market.
And you've not bought us one?
I've not been.
Have you had one?
No, where is it? Is it in Runcorn?
No.
Desserts by Dre. You know, he's
Blackstock.
got a space in Blackstock.
Oh, well,
Wait.
Desserts by Dre's got a space in Blackstock.
Oh yes, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
so
yes.
he's got a shop on Penny Lane that obviously he sells all of his like
Yeah.
cakes and that from. So there, and the mince pies are insane.
And does he still do the headphones and that?
Yeah, he still does the headphones.
Yeah.
He's doing really well with them.
That was such a dad joke.
It's not the same bloke.
No,
Dr. Dre.
Oh,
Dr.
right.
Dre sells cakes on the
So
side.
I thought it was like a franchise or something. So it's not Dr. Dre.
it's not Dr.
Doing
Dre
cakes.
now.
Oh, okay.
It's Dre from Barbados who does the cakes.
Oh, right. I thought it was then.
Does he still do that?
I thought he branched out or something.
It's a pastry.
Yeah, well, I don't know, I can only have so many pairs of headphones. You never have the same cake twice, do you?
Facts.
So,
I've never had the same cake twice.
I have.
I've
well,
never
you do,
had.
but it's not the same cake. It's a different cake, isn't it?
It's a
the
different.
same
Yeah,
one.
you can have this. Yeah.
You don't wear a different pair of headphones every time you put
Oh
headphones
yeah,
on, do you?
that's true. That is
So,
true.
Dre's got the same business mind as me, obviously, with his little puddings.
His little puddings.
Yeah. His ear headphones.
Puds. I want one of those. The Baileys.
Salted caramel and Bailey's mince pies.
Oh, that honestly, it was so good.
Yeah.
They're my
so
favourite
good.
mince pies ever. So I haven't been in the shop for a very long time, but I will come by. And then the listeners who watch on YouTube, you can watch us eat them.
Do you want to do the sour thing?
Yeah, so we've got a challenge today.
Do you
so
wanna do it?
I'll have a go, yeah.
one of our listeners has sent in
Oh, 2 secs. Let me get it. You carry on. Telling.
2 sweets, but they are.
drugs
Give
on
it
it.
here.
Sorry, I'll just.
The sour sweets. Now, I think these aren't just going to be like normal sour sweets. And I don't know. I don't do sour sweets, so I think heads are going to fall off.
Oh, right, I'm back.
It'll only be like a tank fastic or something.
Right.
It does look suspiciously
It does
like
look like drugs. It
He
does.
is a trustworthy bloke.
Yes. Yeah. So Terry he sends us in challenges. There's another one we've got to do over there.
Oh, okay.
We could do that if you wanted to, but so he sent us one in a few weeks ago where we had to eat 3 crackers
Like, yeah, cream
within
crackers
within
a minute.
within a minute.
Possible,
Yeah. Oh, I was
Too
close.
He got them all in. You just hadn't swallowed in time. I'd eaten
That's
one
what
and
she
a
said.
half.
Hey,
One and a
that's
half
bad
I
joke.
mustard.
So then he,
Very dry.
so he,
Very dry.
I mean, when I was looking at this, I was like, these look like drugs. Like,
I love that he gets his little zip seal bags from IKEA because I don't know anyone else that does that.
it's a long way to go for a.
Not busy.
Speak of the devil. It's a long way to go to get. Are you doing one, or do you want me to? Because we can't.
Yeah, so I think
I'll have one.
Cole should, and then if you want to, that's fine. I don't do sour anyway, so my
So you pass
reaction. Can
Pass
you not
that.
just pass the bag?
Oh yeah,
I've
go ahead.
touched the dog and everything. I'm not.
Jesus Christ. I feel like. Yeah. If you want me,
What are you going to do with the bag, Cole?
put his stash in it.
Can't hear you.
Absolutely nothing. What am I pissing instead of pissing in my shower?
Love that.
I'm kind of scared now.
Okay, so
Smell much?
I think it's going to be
We've-
ridiculous sour.
Oh, you've got the bag, so if you want to spit it out, I've got nothing to spit it out into.
You've got hands.
Hands that do dishes.
I've got an empty cup here.
Do you want keep that there just in case?
Okay, right. After 3, 1, 2,
I'm scared.
3. Oh, the noise is coming from your mouths into my ears is knocking me sick. Is it sour? No, keep going, Suck on them balls. No way. You want the cut? No. Yeah. Is it that bad?
It's like sick.
Did my tea dregs just splash you in the face? Help.
It was like sick.
I'm
You know, when you're sick. He wants fucking him, whoever that fella is. Was that him with the puddings?
So glad. No. I'm so glad that wasn't me.
It's like, you know, when you're sick
Yeah.
and you have the sick in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's law. Dirty bastard.
Sour though, yeah? Sour sick.
Oh. Oh, it was the taste.
John's crying.
Oh my god, that was. I can still taste it.
I can.
It's
It's like a full. Oh.
My mouth feels. Everything's gone fuzzy.
Maybe we should have done this towards the end of the episode.
Probably.
My face hurts.
What a
that
sour
was
start.
The worst tasting.
Oh,
It wasn't just how sour it was. The taste was absolutely vile.
wonder where he got them from. Maybe he'd
don't
rubbed the balls on his own balls.
Pulled him out of his ass. Who is it? Send that in.
Terry.
Terry. Oh, just Terry.
Terry.
Well.
Terry, the listener, he's been listening since day one.
Well, Terry, you were out of order there.
Oh
my goodness me.
Oh my! I knew it was going to be bad because of the bag it was in.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's got him from.
I'm buzzing because he probably thought that I was going to get done with that, and I've escaped that.
Oh.
I'm so sorry that as our guest,
Do you want-
you've
Do
participated.
you want to try it?
What, the ball that you've just sucked on and spat in my dregs of tea? No?
Oh my days. That
was awful.
Something special, that.
My teeth feel fluffy now.
Fluffy?
You know when you like have
Yeah.
like a full fat Coke and
I feel like I got a lining in my mouth.
oh yeah.
Yeah. That's Terry.
Nice one, Tezza.
With your fucking shit name.
It's a dying name, that, isn't it?
Yes. So it fucking should be if that's the kind of stunts they're pulling. Sending his shit like that. Oh, actually, I don't want that dog to go down.
he's
Imagine he'll spit that out.
He'd probably still eat it. I just don't think Ted's that bothered.
Oh my word!
He likes spicy things as well. His favourite is Flaming Hot Monster Munch.
Oh,
See, even though I can't do spicy foods, do you know have you seen the YouTube channel, the First We Feast?
yeah.
With like wings, what's it called? Hot wings.
Hot wings, yeah.
Where they interview someone taking spicy stuff. Even though I can't do spicy food, my toxic trait is I look at that and go, I'd smash that.
Yeah.
Even though I can't do spicy food.
Even though you watch Carl miserably fail at his wing
Oh,
challenge.
No, I ate mine.
He ate it all. I mean, he sweated and
Oh,
he
okay.
spat most of it all over me as he did it. But like, I was like, nice one, Cole. Cheers. Fucking raining chicken.
Raining chicken.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not sauce home, actually.
talking of spicy food, so do you remember when we used to go for like, well, not like,
I'm trying to
together?
say, this is not another conversation where you say about fucking shitting yourself, is it?
No, I haven't. No,
Oh, okay.
no more diarrhea talk.
Nice one.
you go to a restaurant, predominantly like an Indian or a Chinese, and at the end you'd order ice cream as a kid, and it'd come in a plastic penguin.
No.
Do you remember that?
Well, I don't remember him. I remember seeing him on the menu though.
So you were like over the age where you'd order one,
Yes.
and it just stopped when you were at that age, or did your mum just not take you out for tea?
We never.
We go to Indian restaurants.
Yeah, yeah.
It used to happen.
So I was looking at you flexing.
Remember
Not
the-
with my
Do you know
granddad's
when you have your
attitude.
escargot and you brought it in an actual snail? Like,
Yeah.
fuck off. Like, it's because I grew up on a council estate.
No.
And a Happy Meal was a
Foie
treat.
gras and a butter dish. Everyone knows goes to foie gras.
It was it was even in like, do you remember that Chinese that was upstairs in the old town? I don't know what
Yes.
it's by, but that one, I used to get ice cream penguins from
Used to
there.
be a buffet place, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's where the gym is now, isn't it?
Yes. Well, it was rock. I think it was that diner place.
Yeah, they had the diner
was
place.
next to it.
Oh, yeah, the American diner place. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh, because the guy who owns the gym owned the diner place, didn't he?
I don't know.
Sure, it was something like that.
Well, anyway, I want to go back to being 7 and have an ice cream and a plastic penguin.
Penguin.
I'll get you one for Christmas.
Thanks.
Just probably get them on Amazon. I've never seen them before.
Oh, you
I've
must
seen them on the
have.
menu, yeah. But because like Indian,
Sorry, guys.
Indian restaurants don't really do desserts, do they?
No.
No, you
drink the
get your
other
Baileys
mango
or your brandy
That's not a pudding, is it?
and after 8.
When you're a little kid, you don't dream of having a glass of brandy after your dinner, do you?
Oh, I don't really dream of having a glass of brandy anyway.
Never.
Well, me neither. I'm not a Tory.
I'll have
Not like that.
Never seen that before in my life. Never. No. What restaurant was this at? Name the restaurant. Was it a chain or?
No, I don't
just-
think I do remember that actually.
Just like Independence, and you'd get ice cream and a penguin. Like,
Yeah. Because they don't
do you
make
know what,
desserts.
guys? You've never fucking lived.
I know,
Obviously not.
obviously, yeah. I mean, coming from the one who never has a story. Every single time we're on here, I'm saying all sorts, and she just goes, "I've never done anything like
I've
that."
had ice cream out of a plastic penguin.
So there you go. There's my story.
There's something I've got. If we ever play Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever had ice cream out of a plastic penguin. Michelle's like, "Oh, finally, fucking spitting
yeah.
feathers here." Fucking hell. Been dying for a drink for the past hour.
I love watching Pingu.
Pingu's boss. I used to love that as a
Imagine
kid.
all them puddings you used to have.
Aww. Do you know what then,
I used to be
guys?
obsessed
You
with Pingu
continue.
as well. I still get asked that now, like from a dad's side of the family. Like they go, "Oh, remember when you were this big? I used to love Pingu. Do you still watch it?" And you're like, "No."
Yeah. I do when Kevin Finn's on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, actually, and then they said it when I had kids, and I was like, funnily enough, yeah, I still do.
well, it was Magic Roundabout and all that when I was a kid.
Masturbates and all that.
Seaman Stains and Masturbates. That was Captain Pugwash, yeah.
Even
Is that what he was called? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Captain Pugwash, and he had people on it. There was Seaman Stains and Masturbates were on it, yeah.
That was the names of
And there was the
people.
Magic Roundabout, which quite famously, the bloke who wrote it was off his tits on LSD when he wrote it.
When he wrote the whole
It
thing.
was like Dylan, I think he was a rabbit, was named after Bob Dylan, and that. Just completely off his barnet.
What was the springy thing called?
Zebedee,
That's the one.
yeah.
What a time.
I don't.
The 70s were great. Nonsense were knocking around. It was just frowned upon. It's the best time to be around.
They weren't even called nonces, though. They were just the weird
They were just
ones,
called
the
Uncle
oddballs
Pete.
of society.
They were just
Uncle
called,
Pete.
just called BBC Radio DJ.
I'm now just thinking of Never Have I Ever's. Nonsense. I don't know.
You know,
What, never have I ever been a nonce?
Yeah.
Is that where you were going with that?
yeah.
It sounds like that's where I was going with it, but it wasn't.
You'd like to think everyone's drinking after that one, right?
Never have I ever been a nonce. Everyone should imagine. Imagine if you did.
You would not be. I don't know what does that mean.
Never. So never have I ever, and if you've done it, you drink. So if you say never have I ever,
Right. So no one's drinking.
everyone should drink. Never have I
No.
ever been a nonce.
So if you're not one, you have a little drink.
yes.
So-
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Did you know? Sorry to interject there. So there's an American election this week, right? We were talking about famous nonces. One of Trump's slogan is "Trump will fix it."
Is it really?
Yeah.
Trump will fix
Yeah.
it.
Obviously doesn't know about Jimmy, does he? That's what they have those big placard things they carry. They're all carrying things saying "Trump will fix it."
I can imagine that like little meeting with him, like, "Sir, we got a campaign idea for you," because you've watched something like from fucking
it's
years
very
ago.
popular
Going,
in the UK.
we're gonna say, Trump will fix it, and Trump's
Yeah.
not knowing it. It's
They're
like,
probably going off Bob the Builder.
Yeah,
did he ever fix it though?
Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
don't know.
Do you remember? He was number one. His song was number one. Remember that?
Yeah.
Bob the Builder. Was it Christmas number one as well?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Bob the Builder was Christmas
Neil
number
Morrissey,
one.
that, wasn't it?
Can you imagine if someone tried to do that now and put like fucking Bob the Builder as number one? Mr. Belly Bubby.
Oh yeah, Mr. Belly Bubby.
Mr. Belly Bubby, Mr. Blobby. It's the sour sweet. It's still there.
No, you just. This is how you
Blobby,
naturally
Mr.
talk.
Yeah, but now I've got an excuse. Mr. Blobby had a song out as well, didn't he?
Number one as well.
That was number one. Was that actually?
My sister bought that.
Did she really? I remember the first single that I ever sort of got. I got Teenage Dirtbag on my birthday.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's the first single.
Is
now
that the remix to Teenage Dirtbag?
Why? What?
I got Teenage Dirtbag on my 13th birthday.
No,
It
what?
sounded like it was the title of the song.
No. I was actually
In
younger.
brackets.
I think I was 8.
Mine was
I was young,
Stutter
right?
Rap by Morris Minor and the Majors.
See what I mean when old people talk?
Oh, no one's ever seen what I mean from the age of 13. We've all been caught in a mouth trap, so come with me on a stutter rap.
I
Morris
don't
Minor
know
and the
that.
Majors. You wouldn't do, would you? It's like 1984, I think.
And where did that chart?
It was number one.
Was it really?
No, it got in the top 10 though. It was like a Mickey take of the Beastie Boys.
Oh, okay.
So the guy's called Tony Hawk. Which
The
one's
skateboarder.
The
which one's
skateboarder.
is he Tony Hawks or Tony Hawk?
Hawk.
Tony Hawk with
So
the K.
the comedian's Tony Hawks,
Oh right, okay.
and he was part of the Comedy Store Improv and all that. He's quite famous. So they had their own television program out in the 80s.
Well, there you go.
Mad.
That was the first single I've ever. I think I've still got it at home.
My
really?
first one was actually, it was a vinyl and it was New Kids on the Block.
Hanging Tough.
I can't remember what one.
Hanging Tough. Donnie Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg's older brother.
Yeah.
Is it?
He was one of them.
What was I listening to before that made me? Oh right. Do you remember Zed Leplin?
Said that bloody sweet.
It's the sweet.
It's so sweet.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Do you remember that band?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Like,
And they pour some sugar on me.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a line in it that sounds like
Oh, sorry. Def Leppard,
Def Leppard. Fuck.
not Led Zeppelin.
Can I do that again? I'm going to do that again. Do you know the song by Def Leppard?
Not Pour Some Sugar on Me, is it that one?
I'm going home. Yeah, the song by Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop, just let me have it. Everyone, it's like that fucking. Oh, sir, can I have a Dakari?
Can I have a Dakari?
Anyway, there's a line in it that says, "Love the like." It sounds like he says "red iPhone."
Oh yeah.
It's some like. Can I play it?
Yeah. You
Just
do you, hon.
Pour some sugar on me.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It sounds like it says "living like a lover" with
yeah.
a red iPhone.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to listen.
Yeah, I tell you what, I bet Peter Kay shitting himself after seeing you do that.
It came on. Do you know what? Right, it came on before. I just want to see what it says. What do you reckon it says?
Radar phone.
Yeah.
Can you
Samsung
see it? Is that
S6.
why you said that? It does say radar phone.
I know it does because I've got 20/20 vision and you sat next to me.
Like a
I
red
can
apple.
see the.
Why are you being a
see the
prick today?
lyrics. I'm hangry.
She's about raving watching UB40 last night. She's still angry.
Oh, I did go and watch UB40 last night, and you know who was supporting them?
Go on.
Soul to Soul.
Oh, I was going.
Really? Oh, they
Really
were pretty
good.
They should have been on the bloody headlines. Never mind UB bloody shitting 40.
They were really good.
So I've never heard of.
You do.
Back to life. Back
Oh, is that
to
them?
reality.
That's the only part of that song that I know. Does it?
Yeah.
Does it just go like that the whole way
However do
through?
you want it? However do you need it?
How?
However do you want me?
Hmm.
However do you need me?
How?
See, do you know
Just like
when you said when you said about not knowing anything about comedy? I quite clearly don't know anything about anything.
Well, you're only a young
Yeah.
fella, aren't you? Not necessarily know Soul to Soul. They were big for a few years.
And like it's this.
90s.
Oh.
Keep on moving is another belt.
See, my mum's music taste. I'm sure I've said this was just like Steps and
Yeah.
Westlife. So I
Shady
didn't
Blue.
get introduced to any of this.
I feel like, well, do you know what? As a kid, though, all I ever had on was MTV. like music channels.
Yeah.
As soon as we got Sky, MTV was on every day. And this is why I always say I could give up TV. If I was never allowed to watch another series or a movie, I'd be okay. But as long as I've got my music.
You got music, yeah.
Mine
MTV
was
doesn't really play music now, does it?
National
Just
Geographic.
all reality shows, isn't it, on MTV?
Yeah, it's all Catfish, which is actually the only thing I watch on because I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just dead funny when they're like, I've been talking to this person for like 4 years and we're engaged, but we've never met. And then they're shocked when it's not the person they thought it was. And then like, there was one episode, have we ever spoke about Catfish before? Probably.
Yeah, we have.
But there was one episode where the person who was using the pictures, they got in touch with the person in the picture.
Okay.
And was like, this person's using your picture and saying you're in a relationship with this guy. She was like, oh, that's not me. I've had plenty of messages of like people saying the same thing. So they set up a face like chat, a video chat with the guy, and he was like, just so you know, you can speak to the actual girl who's going to tell you. So she comes on and she's like, yeah, I'm really, really sorry, mate, but that's not me. And he just went, she always does stuff like this.
No,
Really?
never.
Yeah, and even though it's coming from her, he was like, "No, I don't believe her. She's just probably a bit shy because of all the cameras and all that." Like,
Oh my God.
this is just the classic stuff that she would do. Just how much in denial do you need to
It's
be?
so Stacey.
That is mental.
Literally like that classic. I didn't have. I mean, I did have MTV. I was National Geographic. That's all I was
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
I'm dead sad.
Monkeys shagging in there.
No, like it was more like, I don't know, like Drain the Oceans. So they drain
the ocean.
Yeah, or like Seconds from Disaster. I love that. Air Crash Investigation, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what I binged.
When I was a lad, we only had 2 channels. Then he made 3. When Channel 4 came along and they said piss and bollocks on Brookside and everyone went mental.
I love Brookside.
Yeah.
I miss
Ne-
it. Bring
never
it
watched
back.
it.
That was the first one that had swearing in it.
Did it?
They said piss off, yeah.
Mm,
before
and then
8
like
o'clock.
We
the
got 6,000
lesbian
complaints.
storyline as
kiss.
well.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I think Anna
They did-
Friel
yeah.
and that other girl,
Can't
Beth, her name,
remember.
I can't remember.
Imagine
Yeah,
if all
there's
them
a
who
lot there.
complained could see like fucking Hollyoaks or something now.
Used to like that in Late Night Hollyoaks.
Late Night Hollyoaks.
So you had late night versions, a bit of pumping in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bit of pumping.
It was great.
Which one?
But they're all good looking people, aren't they?
Not all of them.
Apart from the old fella who owned that pub, the Dog in the Pond, he never pumped anybody. You have like late night versions of it. And
I didn't know that.
somebody got pumped by that clock. In Chester, you know, the clock that goes
Yeah.
the posh bit.
Over in like the archway thing
Yeah,
you
yeah.
walk through.
Someone got scuttled in there, yeah, in one episode.
Scalded.
Scuttled, yeah.
What does scuttled mean? Like just ragged?
You never heard that scuttling?
No.
No.
Well, it's not
Showing
such a
your age here,
I know,
Cole.
yeah.
generational thing.
Has that ever worked? Like to fancy a scuttle tonight? Like,
I've got a girlfriend.
Ah.
So, okay, so it took me 52 years like to get one.
he's fucking scuttled away.
Yeah.
How did you? How did you meet? How did you? Do you want to have this on here? But like,
Well, we met on Tinder. It's
Oh, did you?
Straightforward now, isn't it? Yeah.
I didn't know. I never knew.
No.
I didn't know. You never really sort of. You never tell me
Really asked, have
anything.
you?
I haven't asked, to be fair.
You've probably not asked.
No, I am.
Oh, now you know. You know.
Yeah, no, I am. I just
Met on Tinder.
I'm just a guy who asks few questions.
Yeah.
A few questions and
He's
many
not
answers, John.
asked.
That's what you are.
Sorry,
No, it's good.
it doesn't sound it.
I just made it up, to be fair. So take it out whichever way you want, I suppose.
I know. I'm not saying like I'm being a bit sensitive, but I feel like you two are ganging up on me.
No, no,
like-
I haven't even opened my mouth.
Oh, fuck off! Like replay this for like the last 24 minutes. Just you bullying me.
Sorry, John.
Well, you've really lowered the tone there,
Well, I
John.
thought that was a compliment, John. It was meant to be.
Was it? All right, okay. Well, I'll take it as a
Would
compliment.
you rather be somebody who asks loads of questions or gives the answers? Causes problems or creates or solves them? Basically, is what you-
All right, okay. I'm with you. Sorry, just being sensitive. It's the sweet.
It's all right, mate. It's all right.
Thanks.
It seems to have made me more eloquent for some reason.
Maybe I should have had your sweet.
It's horrific, by the way. Fuck off, Terry, just to throw that one in again.
My face still hurts from it.
I've still got like a funny...
My teeth are fluffy. I've ran out of drink. Oh, got a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can have me tea dregs if you want.
I'm all right.
I feel like I've drunk an ashtray or something.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I'm so glad I avoided this.
We're glad you did as well.
He said he was going to get either that or do you know like the jelly babies that one of them's a nice flavour, one of them's a horrible flavour.
Have you never done that before?
Yeah,
vomit fruit and stuff.
There's one on there. It's like say vanilla, and the other one's baby wipe.
Yeah.
And it tastes like a baby wipe. It's appropriately named.
You can get them in. They're like little jelly beans,
jelly
aren't they?
Yeah.
And one of them, I think, is so the orange one is like mango or vomit, and it actually tastes like vomit. It's horrific. Yeah, that maybe
like
we
vomit.
should do that one day, but that's not an enjoyable one when you do get the shitty flavour.
Yeah, with my luck as well, every single one will probably.
You just have soap,
Oh,
vomit, poo, soil.
oh yeah, the soil one.
Pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
Pissy
tell us
pumpkins.
about your pissy pumpkin.
No, fucking traumatized. I'm dreading going home. I did not know that pumpkins piss. I don't, and they don't hold the willy when
I
they
was
do it.
gonna say that.
You hold it like that.
That's the fourth episode. Yeah, I had a pumpkin. We didn't carve it because I've got a 13-year-old. It's too cool to do it, and just left it only for like 2 days, and it leaked.
So it was whole. You haven't taken a knife to this pumpkin in any way, shape, or form.
That sounds so fucking violent,
Did
doesn't
you
it?
poke the pumpkin?
No, the pumpkin was in perfect form. Did you skittle the fucking pumpkin? It's not skittle. Scuttle the fucking pumpkin. No.
If you like the feel of it, John, it's okay. You own it.
If you close your eyes, it can be anyone you want it to be. No, I didn't. The pumpkin was not pierced. The pumpkin was whole. The pumpkin had no holes in it. I wasn't carved. It was just on the side, uncarved pumpkin straight from Asda because I'm not spending 15 quid to go pumpkin picking.
Pumpkin piss.
Sounds like a porno, that. Pumpkin pissing in. Not party pissing, but not pumpkin pissing. That's back on Tuesday, that one.
And when I came down, when I came home, like all I could smell was this like earthy smell, and yeah, it leaked.
What I don't understand though is when you go in the Asda, there's like containers and containers full of pumpkin, and not once have I ever seen a liquid coming out of them or pumpkin piss on the floor.
Well,
so why is the pumpkin pissing in your kitchen but not in the big boxes in the Asda?
I swear to God, the pumpkin pissed. If you go as late as I did, there is a few mouldy ones at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Like honestly, it really smells. And I tried to clean up as much as I can, and I threw everything in. I steam mopped, and a normal mopped. I literally, instead of, do you know when you usually like get your little what's it called, the chemical that you put a shot in your bucket,
Zoflora.
like like
Dettol.
Flash,
Shot
like,
in my bucket.
You get like,
Call that a dick.
if you've got a bucket, that's on you. Echo. And so instead of putting the shot in the bucket, I just threw it on the floor. I was like, put it straight in, and then mopped it, and then a steam mopped it, and then Febrezed it, and I could still smell it.
Do you reckon it's just stuck in your nose down?
I'll find out when I go home. I've left the window open.
I think it would smell of pumpkin.
It doesn't though. It just smells like.
And that wouldn't be too bad, I guess.
No, because it's in now, isn't it? Everything's. I've never
Pumpkin spice. Maybe that's what you need to do. Add spice to it.
spice it up a little bit.
Get some 5 spice out your cupboard and just put that on the floor.
Oh, yeah, a bit of
Pop
pastry.
it in.
On the floor.
I fucking hate being an adult.
Just take the pumpkin to the forest because the squirrels will feed on it.
No, I've put it in the bin.
What a waste.
I was going to shove it down his throat. No, because he asked for it. He's not even carved
Just
it.
left it.
And when I said, like, you carving your pumpkin, he was like, oh, I can't be bothered. He's just at that fucking age now.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, we had to carve Swedes.
Yeah, my
We've
mum's.
had this
Did you do
comment
that?
turnips.
My mum
That's
said
what I
like
used to do
turnips.
that.
Yeah.
Mate, nearly lost so many fingers doing that.
Yeah, my mum
Dead
used to
hard.
do mine for me. There's just too much effort that has to go into a turnip to even just chop it up into little cubes for your carrot and turnip on a Sunday dinner.
Yeah, there's too much.
Just
effort
buy it
that goes
readily
into
done. I haven't got no time or patience for a turnip.
Yeah, even though you get less cheese, I buy the grated cheese just to save a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same with like, because you can get like chopped onions and everything now.
Yeah, I'm all
I'm
for
all for
that.
it. Yeah.
Frozen mash.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what's the only thing that I do you know when you get like that plastic tub with mash in it?
I like it.
I'm not feeling it.
The one
you know.
from the Asda's nice, the little tub of mash. It says it's buttery and actually it tastes buttery. It's all right.
I find it really sickly. I don't mind the sweet potato mash one.
Yeah, I like that too.
Don't mind that one, but
The cold cannon mash is good. Have you ever had that?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I love cold
Cabbage and stuff
cannon.
in it's good.
you know what I could fancy now?
Go on.
Carvery.
Mash.
Should we go for a carvery after here?
I mean,
I've got the dog. You're an inconvenience, Ted.
that old cock block.
I'd love some meat and gravy now. Did you read about the pub? So there's I don't know where in the country this is, but there's a pub that's not like a chain of carveries, but they do carveries, and if you leave stuff on your plate, he adds a charge onto your bill for £2 per person
Does he?
to account for the food waste.
That's fair dues.
Now, if they introduced that at Toby Carvery, it would probably cost me more than my carvery.
Why do you not finish your carvery?
Some
Why
weeks
do
I
they
don't.
treat you
Some
like
weeks
royalty
I just,
then?
Some weeks I just put loads on my plate. Like, it's the challenge behind it, isn't it? Trying to
Okay,
like
yeah.
see what you can get on.
Yeah.
Some weeks I smash it. Other weeks I'm just not that hungry, but I still pile it on.
I fill the Yorkshire pudding up.
Yeah, I do that too.
Put some carrots and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of extra room, yeah.
Michelle's
Stuffing.
a celebrity in Toby Carvery.
No,
They
that's
bought
Have
me,
you ever gone in Toby
Something you should all
Carvery
be aiming for.
and got a birthday present from them?
they bought me birthday gifts when it was my
Really?
birthday. Yeah, I go every week.
which one? The one in
Witness,
Yeah.
yeah, they're lovely. But yeah, they got me birthday gifts, so they got me a gorgeous little coffee gift set
Okay.
and a Bisto gravy one. So I've got a little Bisto jug because they know I love coffee and
Oh.
gravy.
That's like Only Feels and Horses. Have you seen that episode where he?
No, I've never watched it.
No, well, let's have it today. Anyway, Uncle Albert gets the gravy and the Maxwell House mixed up. And they pour
Oh,
Maxwell House
I was
in
just
the
thinking of
Christmas
the scene in Only Fools and Horses where they do the funeral for Granddad and he chucks the hat in.
dinner. Yeah, it was the vicar's hat.
The biggest, anyone see my hat? And then they're filling the grave. And no.
I've never watched it. I couldn't even tell you what any of the characters are called.
Del Boy,
Oh yeah, apart from him.
Jeff, Delboy and Jeff.
Rodney.
Oh yeah.
How many episodes is this podcast now then?
So this is episode 50.
You've done well.
It's been hard. It's been very hard.
Oh, it's a hard the old podcast game, isn't it?
I
I think it is.
thought right. I thought I thought it'd be easier. I'm not. I don't mean like in terms of. I thought it'd be easy to just make a fucking massive successful podcast. I just
Yeah.
thought generally it's just like having a chat, and then sometimes we turn up and you're like, oh, actually no, we need to talk about something, and
Yeah.
as we've done today, like we don't have a theme
No.
unless it's dating and death.
Yeah.
That's our recurring theme,
Yeah.
or ghosts and.
Sometimes we surprise ourselves though, and we'll have an absolute blinder of a recording. I'm like, wow, that was really good. And even though there'll be things like that we talk about in the car, like we'll always chat on the way here, and we'll be like, oh, that'll be good for pod.
We
But we
never
always
do it.
forget, so we
Never
don't
do it.
use it. And then some weeks we're just on absolute form. Today is a saggy Sunday for me.
And me, I've had
And
9
then
hours sleep.
midweek, like
guys.
we're recording again tomorrow, and it's like we've done a full day of work, and
Yeah.
it's just it can get a little bit
Bit thingy. We tried it. Me and Cole tried a podcast. We didn't put it out, but
I was too
Did ya?
lazy.
because Cole couldn't be asked working out how to fucking edit it.
Yeah.
That was in lockdown, wasn't it?
It was around
Like
that
back
time,
end of
yeah.
it, back end of lockdown.
Yeah.
Recorded it in his
Yeah,
living
I did.
room.
I just tried to do it on my laptop and my phone, and I just couldn't.
no.
We had about 3 episodes.
Yeah. It's mostly just me talking about that place I worked at, really, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, you did a
Just
few
got off on a tangent talking about that crazy warehouse that we mentioned before.
Crazy warehouse.
crazy warehouse.
Funky
before.
warehouse. I did actually. I had a website about 10 years or so ago, more than that, called Cynical Journey. I don't know why I came up with that name. And I had just loads of stories about working at that warehouse.
Mm.
It was the most mental.
Have you got any more stories like that you want to share?
No.
Oh, nice one, Cole.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thanks for the chat. No, probably will have. They just come to me, just like I just remember them.
In the moment and that in the. Yeah, I do that. Whenever she mentions something, like we had that the other week when you said about talking on this one when
Sorry, what?
yeah, it's the sweet. when Mike was on about losing his virginity, and I was like, I've got a story about that. I'm not doing it, but like, it's those moments where you go, yeah.
Everyone thought it was gay because I went to watch Mrs. Doubtfire with my mate Chris.
Oh, why would that make you gay? There's nothing at the cinema, like a film or the theatre.
Just because I was wanking him off. No, so they went to the cinema to watch it. It was like 1994. And Ronnie Donnelly was an alcoholic. He was there with his girlfriend. And I was there with your mate, one of my best mates, Jersey Dudek. Travelled across America with him. And next day, Colin's gay. What do you mean? Everyone's telling you gay. It's because you went to watch Mrs. Doubtfire with your mate. Whether it was Mrs. Doubtfire that made me gay or the fact that I was at cinema. It's because I was in the cinema with a bloke.
That's mad.
In Warrington, that made you gay.
Yeah, probably still would in this day and age because it's
I had
Warrington.
no
and that's how
idea.
they think.
What you were gonna say there? Just when you said we're my best mate, yet to do that.
Yeah, he just looks like Jersey.
I know.
Dudek. Jersey Dudek and Uncle Chunky, my two mates that went across America.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should do. And that stuck for years.
Oh,
And I was like, well, it doesn't matter whether I am or I'm not.
this is true.
Well, what difference does it make? It's like in the early 90s when it was still frowned upon.
Oh yeah, that was a different
Like,
time.
yeah, you're gay anyway because you went to the cinema with your mate. Well, all right then.
Just made you gay.
You're only allowed to go to the pub with your mates like in the 90s.
One
That's
fella
it.
once, right, Wobbly Bob, he came in. Yeah, Wobbly Bob Gibson.
Where did these nicknames come from?
He came in kicking off. He used to drink in the Blackburn Arms in Warrington. He came in kicking off one night on a Sunday morning. He was bladdered. Because a woman went for a drink in the bar side. Back in the day, pubs used to have the bar side
Yeah.
and the lounge. The lounge
Okay.
was slightly posher. And the women would go in the lounge while two men drank in the bar. And a woman came in and had a drink in the bar. And Wobbly Bob went fucking mental. You're not supposed to be in here. This is where the men drink.
Stop
Wobbly
it.
Bob Gibson, yeah.
Why is it called Wobbly Bob?
He's an alcoholic. He's wobbled a lot.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. He was
And one of
like-
those people you go, come and meet Bob. He's a character. He's like, he's not a character. He's pissed.
Yeah, I saw him after about 10 or so years after I left the warehouse. I saw him out in Warrington. And I went up and said, hey, Bob, you're right. He went, who the fucking hell are you? I said, it's Colin. Used to work at AH. He went, oh, yeah. You're a big fat cunt now, aren't you?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're
Nice
not
to see you,
fat.
Bob. I was then.
Oh, was you? Was you bigger?
No, not really.
Oh.
Had a bit of a belly on me. You're a big fat cunt now, aren't you?
Oh.
Nice to see you, Bob. That was Wobbly Bob, right? He only found it. He'd never left the UK until he was 45. When he actually found out he was 47, not 45, because he didn't have a passport.
Stop
So
it.
he went to get. He found his birth certificate. I found out he was 2 years older than he thought he was.
Stop it.
Yeah.
How'd you get through life?
Imagine that.
How'd you get through life?
Imagine not knowing.
I mean,
What?
it wouldn't be so bad if he went the other way.
Yeah, but
Imagine
to
all of a
gain
sudden-
2 years like that,
Yeah.
it's devastating, isn't it?
Like you could have gone out on the piss 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
These are the things.
These things. And he went to Benidorm with Pissy Ken, the cleaner. And he said,
These names.
Pissy Ken, yeah. And he
It
said,
sounds like a sitcom.
yeah.
It sounds like someone's took LSD and gone a magic roundabout.
So I was talking to him. I said, where you go? He said, I'm going on holiday tomorrow. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to Spain. I said, whereabouts? He said, the Ambassador Hotel. I was like, what are you going to give me more than that? Like, you're going to Benidorm?
Yeah, it's like you've gone from, that's a big place, scale it
Gone straight to
down,
the exact
and he scaled
hotel.
it too far down.
Ambassador
Like,
Hotel.
scale it up a little bit.
Yeah.
The Ambassador Hotel. There's about 64,000 Ambassador Hotels in Spain,
Yeah.
mate. Which one?
And I've actually been in the Ambassador Hotel now as well.
Where is it? Benidorm?
Benidorm.
Yeah, I
opposite
think.
Morgan's Tavern.
I think I've stayed there myself. In my.
Well, we didn't stay there. We went in the spa.
Oh, did you?
In Jen, got rash
The
on my
shop
plums.
or
You got what?
No, the actual.
Did you just say you got a rash on my
I
plums?
got rash on my plums, yeah. Because they have that water they have in spas and jacuzzis and that. I'm allergic to it in that area. And I went in and got a terrible rash.
Yeah.
has it gone now?
From the water.
So is it like
Jen.
chlorine?
No, I'm not
or
saying from Jen. Fucking hell.
is it like chlorine
It's like the
or
stuff that
just
goes in-
the
yeah.
chemicals?
Yeah, I only figured it out. I was allergic to it about 10 years after I first started getting sore plums. When I was going to jacuzzis, I was a member of the gym up at the Holiday Inn, and I was a member there for 6 months, and I kept on getting sore, like a really bad rash around me nether regions, and then I stopped going to the gym and it cleared up. And I was a virgin at the time, so I knew it wasn't sexual. And then I joined another gym about 10 years later, and the same thing happened, and I realised it was the jacuzzi. It's the chemicals they put in it.
Shit in hell.
But then when you go to this spa, it's just like a big swimming pool. That's just basically all that water. It was amazing. I had a proper flare up.
Finding that out, wobbly bobbly's there going, fucking hell, Colin, you've put on weight. I'm allergic to the gym, mate, apparently. Get a rash on me. Get a rash on me pumps. I can't go to the gym anymore.
Never had athlete's foot, though. I'm all right.
Did you go get it checked out?
No, I just put a bit of cream on it. It was all right.
Just sorted out yourself, proper bloke behaviour, isn't
Cream
it?
fixes everything. Pseudocreme.
I think it was actually, yeah. Vaseline Intensive Care for Men. That's why I look so young as well. Sorry,
Just
that
twat
again.
in the
sorry
microphone.
about that. I done it before as well.
It's easily done. That's why I like this one.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm there, I hold it the whole way through.
You fucking wank that mic off. Like,
I just hold it.
whenever we have a guest, all I can hear is his hands going up and down the microphone stand.
Well, he can't do it with his own penis, can he? So he has to.
This is what it
Doing
feels
that.
like to be a real man.
Wow. I've not said nothing, me.
Not said anything. What you've just said is a double negative. It doesn't make sense.
Any more mad nicknames? What was your... You must have had a... Did you have one for yourself? What did they call you? Crazy Col?
Big shagger.
Big top
No, they didn't really. No, I was a virgin until I was 22. And they found that out as well. That was a good idea. I told them I thought they'd think it was funny, but they fucking didn't.
I said this though because like I'd say I was a late bloomer, but I wasn't 22. I was, I think it's like 17 or something. All my mates were 15, like when they lost theirs. For all the way through like back end of school and college, they always bring it up. But I kind of started getting attention for it, so it didn't bother me. Like, do you know when they say it, they go, "Yeah, and he's a virgin in," but because I was 17, like it was cute.
Right.
No, I don't know.
You
What
said it was cute.
His boyfriend.
Brian, the guy, the plumber. No, like people. I don't know. I got. It wasn't as embarrassing as they were trying to make it out to be. It didn't bother me at all because then people would be like, "Oh my god, oh yeah."
It's like being a 22-year-old virgin working in a warehouse, John.
Oh, I can imagine.
Nothing cute about that.
What?
And then I went to the bloody watch Mrs. Doubtfire with Jersey Dude.
It's not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah.
What made you tell them and confess that?
I think someone just asked me.
And you were just
You can't blag it if you don't know, though, can you?
Yeah, it was dead good.
Yeah, she
Someone
was
just
dead.
said, and I said, I've never done it.
Oh.
And that spread like fucking wildfire.
More than your rash.
Yes.
So and then you were 22 and you did the nasty and the pasty.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just to get it out of the way, or was it someone
I was seeing somebody.
you were seeing with at the time?
Yeah, a lovely red-headed girl called Emma.
Nice one, Em.
Yes.
Does she know that she took your V card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
She was 73.
How much was that?
Yeah. Took her to watch Mrs. Doubtfire. Seal the deal. Yeah, and they thought it was hilarious. And then, because I'd never really had until I met Jen, never really had a girlfriend before. And when I was working at O2, I'd just say to me, like, the old gay thing came back up again. Not because of Mrs. Doubtfire this time, because I didn't have a girlfriend.
Because of Brokeback Mountain.
So
this time.
you must be gay because you haven't got a girlfriend. I said, but I haven't got a boyfriend either.
This is true.
But that didn't wash.
Oh, it never
But
does.
again, I said, I don't really care whether you think I am or I'm not. And I went round and shagged his mum. He's just taking a turn, isn't it?
Colin's fucking going for it.
Shagged his mum.
I told you I fell asleep on 2 trains.
I saw this on your
Last week,
Instagram story
She
or
started
something, and I was howling.
You started at Liverpool, didn't you?
Yeah, so I'd been to Hot Water Comedy Club.
Mm.
I took the day off work, doing some Giggle Shack stuff in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a few pints. Went to Hot Water, was drinking some very strong German lager. Got really drunk, was in the green room afterwards, chatting absolute bollocks. Got back to Lime Station for 10:30 to get the last train home to Runcorn. Got the train, woken up at Crewe because I fell asleep on the train. Thankfully, it terminated at Crewe, otherwise I'd have gone to Birmingham.
Yeah, you would have.
So I got off, and it's like obviously a bit discombobulated. I said to the fella, I need to get back to Runcorn. He said, luckily, the train from Euston is like 20 minutes late because otherwise that last train had gone. Just jump on that. Don't just get on towards the back of the train. So don't check your ticket, you'll be okay. So it's like brilliant. Saved. Got on that train and ends up back at Lime Street Station because I fell asleep. So I left Lime Street Station at 10:30, and got back at Lime Tea Station at 12:30 and I had to get an Uber home.
Fuck it. Did you fall asleep in the Uber?
No, I was all right in the Uber.
It's all
Oh,
right.
at least he knew where his final destination was going to be, though.
I knew I was all
That's
right
the
with
place
that.
to fall asleep.
I was tempted to get yeah, that's true. I was tempted to get a hotel or something, but I'd just get an Uber home. I got shouted at by my mum for the first time since my car exploded in 2007 on the way back from a Take That concert. I didn't put any oil in my engine for about a year, and the engine exploded on the motorway.
Oh my God.
Me and my sister were driving back, and my mum went mental.
Yeah, she did.
Stay. I was moving house as well.
Why did she shout at you? Because of anything could have
Because I
happened?
didn't put any oil in the car.
No, I meant with. Other than that, what's the second time? You said there's the.
Oh, that was for the train.
Oh, she shouted at you for being on the train.
She
Right.
said, you drink too bloody much. I don't drink too much, really. I did on that particular occasion. Yeah, my car exploded. I had to move house on a bus.
Move house on a bus.
Imagine trying to get on the 110 with a wardrobe.
Yeah. I didn't have any shit like that, thankfully, but yeah.
Just took the wardrobe on and went round on the same fucking thing because he fell asleep on that.
Yeah.
Fell asleep,
probably.
yeah.
Fuck
The wardrobe was gone. Fell asleep sniffing knickers in my own wardrobe. That's a call back.
Call back to last week's
episode
episode
49, check it out.
if you haven't already.
Oh my God.
I don't think I know there was when we were like in college and that one of my mates had, I can't remember, he worked in Warrington and he was getting the train back one day and he got on the wrong train and it was the direct train to Houston.
Holy moly.
And he rang and he was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, well, the train's not stopping, so there's not really much you can do.
Yeah, just
So he finished work, got on a train to London, got off. And bear in mind, he must have only been about 17, 18 at the time.
Oh.
And he got off and spoke to someone. He was like, I got on the wrong train. No, it was the train conductor. Do you know when they check the tickets? And he just went, you taking the piss or something like that. And the guy, and my mate was like, no, why? And he went, this isn't going to Runcorn, this is going to London. He went, oh, well, can I get off at the next stop? He went, the next stop is London, mate. So he gets off and he speaks to someone. He was like, I need to get back up to like Warrington, like, what can I get on the train? And you're like, you'll have to pay for a ticket. And he was like, I don't have any money on me. He was like 17-year-old. He was like, I don't have a bank card or anything. And somehow, I don't know how, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they let him back on the train to get back. And yeah, he got home quite late.
Yeah, bloody hell.
What an absolute nightmare.
He had no money or anything on him.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
I
no
remember
food.
coming back from Birmingham once, but I was really poorly. I'd had to be in Birmingham for training, and I was really poorly. And I was getting picked up from Runcorn station. I fell asleep, and I woke up as we were leaving that station. Like my family are there, like, Michelle. I was like, oh. I ended up in Liverpool and had to come back round on myself.
I've never fallen asleep. Planes don't count, do they?
No.
Like, I've never fallen asleep on public transport, like on a train and that.
Yeah, I have a few times.
I used to on the tube.
I remember someone did on the bus once, and there was a young lad sat on, like, do you know where you have the two seats facing each other one side and the two seats facing each other the other? And the guy on this one fell asleep, and he was just like proper, as the bus was turning, he was just swinging out.
Really?
And he was just like sort of holding himself up. And this young lad, who wasn't with him, by the way, just slapped him on the head.
No, we never.
Full on just went, and the guy just shot up. Funniest thing. And he could go, you can see in his face, he was like, has someone just hit me?
Yeah, and everyone's
No, and he's looking around, and because as soon as, and he was only a young like lad. I was like 15 at the time, and he was younger than me. Just hit him, and he just quickly turned that way, and the confusion on the lad's face, like, do you like if you ever like fall asleep and you get woken up by like a bang, but there was not actually a bang; it was in your ear.
So
That was the confusion on his face. Like, it felt like someone just hit me, but
I'd feel like a dickhead.
I fell asleep in a nightclub once in Spain and had a dream that I was back in my room, and then as I was getting ready for bed in this dream, took my shoes off, woke up, shoes had gone. I took them off.
Stop it.
Oh, fucking hell. I mean, it was the first night, I thought, I can't. So I go to the shop next door. Right, I thought, I'm not going home yet. But all the dance floor was full of glass and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went next door and bought a pair of Crocs. Come back in the nightclub with a pair of Crocs on. A proper hero's welcome of all my mates. Like, what the fuck have you got on your feet? It was either that or walk home.
Yeah.
So I partied hard in a pair of Crocs.
Where had you put your shoes?
I just put them next to me because I had this dream that I was back at the hotel, so I was getting ready to go to bed. Luckily, I didn't.
It's a good thing you didn't whip your dick out for a piss.
No, they wouldn't have seen it. To be fair.
Bedtime wee.
Have a little Tom Tank and just say,
Yeah, imagine that.
see that guy over there?
Why is he having a tom tit in the corner? Yeah, so I woke up. I thought, oh, I've got no shoes. Let's go and buy a pair from next door. They only had Crocs. So, yeah. So my mate, the next day, my mate nailed them to the wall. Well, he took the picture off the wall
Yeah.
and put the
And
Crocs
hooked them up.
on the little hook on the wall.
Have you still got them now?
No, they stayed in the room.
Oh.
As a memento.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have kept them.
I wrote my during everyone was using Snapchat on in Magaluf, wrote my Snapchat on, like, I can't remember what I wrote. I think it was on the picture frame on the back of it.
Okay.
And my mate wrote his, and then wrote send nudes, and then like literally like 12 months later, I got a random dick pic sent to me.
I used to, like, when we went to America, we travelled across Route 66. Still haven't had ice cream out of a plastic penguin, though, so my life hasn't been that good. And when we left the hotel rooms, we used to leave a little note just saying, thanks for everything, hotel's great. The body's under the bed.
Do you know what, though? One day that, like, it'll be funny until the day that it's actually
Find
true.
the dead body, yeah.
And they actually do find
And they
one.
come and get me.
Have you seen?
Imagine.
There's always something like that goes around that circulates on Facebook where someone's like, say, doing a garden renovation, and they get like a plastic skeleton, don't they? Put it in the ground and like or put it, like, say if they're doing like the kitchen up, and they put it in the plasterboard or something, and it's like, when people rip this out, they're gonna find this. It's gonna be funny, and you're like, yeah, until it becomes a reality. And
find it and have a fucking heart attack.
Imagine finding that, though. Like, I would shit myself, and then to find out that it's just a plastic skeleton, I'd feel stupid.
It'd be funny though.
It would be funny.
Because you ring it.
Because you'd be telling everyone. I'd be telling
you'd be on the phone to the police.
It'd be on my Instagram story.
You'd be like, I'm literally just doing some renovations in my house, and I found a skeleton, and I think it's real. It's in the wall.
I wouldn't touch it.
You wouldn't touch it just to double check. You're like, even if they said, "Is it real?" You're like, I'm not touching it in case it is. Like, I'm not taking that risk. I'm not getting the plague.
No,
like, and then by the time they come around, they found out it's like it's a plastic one. Still got the tags on it.
Yeah,
from Walmart.
Walmart. Where are you from?
Well, Asda's part of the Walmart brand, isn't it?
Asda. I know it is, but
ruthless. I won't shop at Asda. We shove us up their asses.
Why don't you shop at Asda?
Because they're a shower of cunts.
Is it the same reason you don't go in Spoons?
You can fuck off and all.
Not a fan.
No. Well, no. I just went in once. I didn't like it. In fact, I mostly don't go to Asda because I normally see people that I know in there. And I can't be fucked. Because I'm a bit of a celebrity and stuff.
Yeah,
not really.
Local celeb.
Absolutely not. But I used to always love going. You go to the Shopping City, the little escalators.
Yeah.
I always like going on them because you don't have to, if you see somebody on the escalator, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, because you go on past them.
No stop and chat, is there?
No, not on an escalator.
So I used to just go
in the opposite direction.
What if you saw someone you wanted to speak to though? You're like, oh, fucking hell.
It's too late. It's the chances you take in life, John. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it does not.
True that. Sliding
this
doors.
episode.
What's that?
It's a bit like this episode.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go for you, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
We have learned about Pissy Ken and Wobbly Bob.
Have you yet to do that?
I can't tell you about Brian the Jippo because you can't say that anymore.
But you just did, so you might as well.
Okay, so they looked like he worked on the waltzers. So that's what we used to call him. Curly O'Brien had a fantasy because his wife worked in the canteen and she was a prostitute. And Curly had visions. He wants to shove her head in the beans and give her one from behind.
What, he said that?
Curly O'Brien wanted to pump Brian the Jippo's prostitute missus and shove her head in the beans. I don't know why. Beans in particular, but...
Like, was it hot? Would they be hot beans, cold beans?
No.
So she's drowned and got 3rd-degree burns, but...
Yeah. Got good roughage.
Mad. Absolutely mad.
Had the scootle.
She was known as the Dallon Bike.
Skull, sorry.
She was a prostitute.
Was she actually a prostitute?
Apparently so.
Apparently, yeah, but is it like the same room like you being gay? Like, did she just go and watch fucking...
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Someone
paid for her to go in and scull with the face of the beans.
Someone else paid for her to go in. She's like, prostitute.
Well, she was just, I don't know. I think she was known now in Warrington as being a local prostitute. Like, she's working in a canteen. I just hope she washed her hands before after finished one job and came in. Worked in the canteen.
She washed her hands, so she's got to be a prostitute.
Yeah. I just hope she washed her hands.
Definitely.
Been giving out handies and then coming in.
Yeah, you don't want to touch in your toast, do you?
No, don't want to touching me Stork SB on me toast.
You what, SB?
Stork SB, margarine. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, stalk. Yeah, okay.
Margarine
I was
can
thinking
fuck
like stalking, like when you stalk
All right,
someone, not
yeah,
stalk them.
special blend.
Okay.
Yeah, people who use margarine can get fucked.
Yeah, I hate that.
Disgusting. Do
He's one of them.
you have margarine?
No.
You're defo a Marge.
No, as the Aldi's Lurpak. What's it called?
Norpack.
Norpack.
Something like that.
Shite
yeah.
that.
Margarine, though. What's going on?
Yeah, it's disgusting. The flavour's horrible. It looks weird. Not for me.
It's the Reform UK of the spread world. Just what's the point in it? Stuck in the past, get fucked.
I wouldn't even know which brand. Can't believe it's not butter. Is that margarine?
Yeah,
Well, that's
because it's not
that's a
butter.
butter blend, I think. So the margarine's just margarine is just rank.
Isn't it just like plastic?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Well,
It is.
Why am I having margarine?
You just look the type to have margarine.
Norpack. Norpack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Lurpak. I'm not paying $5.99.
Definitely not spreadable though.
No.
They get in the bin with that shit. You take that out of the fridge. That's not spreading on top of your bread.
No,
Unless you've got a strong
always-
sourdough, that's not spreading.
Getting pure holes in it
Yeah.
with your knife. It is
Yeah.
a nightmare. It is. We've all been there.
Yeah, first world probs. But what was his name? Oh, I don't think he had a nickname. This fella I used to work with taught me. We used to get little packs of butter.
Mm-hmm.
You get them in hotels if they've been in the fridge. Just pop your cup of tea on top of it for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, because it'll melt it.
Melting, yeah.
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 If you didn't know, listeners, you do now.
There's a little life hack for you. The word life hack. When did it become life hack and not tip?
Yeah.
Just tips in it.
Just a tip in it. Just
Here's a little
smile
tip
bit.
for you.
Oh, life
We
hack.
all love a little tip.
Just the tip.
I think that's a pod.
It is a pod.
I'm gonna go home and get some sleep and some food in me.
Yeah.
Col,
I think you rescued this in the end. I think you finished strong. I think you should,
Yeah.
you should be proud of the effort you put in.
thank you very. I did say that by this point we'd be flagging.
You just don't realise like how hard it is to talk for 2 episodes
And
in
make it
one day.
entertaining. Col, where can we find you?
Well, tonight I'll be in society, probably watching the fireworks.
There you go.
Well, the Giggle Shack, we mentioned it in the previous episode.
But you might
On
not
a
have watched
special
that one.
landmark episode. You can find details of all our gigs on our brand new website, thegiggleshack.co.uk. We're at Helsley Sports Club this Friday, but it's sold out. Then we're at the Goshawk Society. Find us all over the place. Come to witness next year. John is a fantastic compere. He's not very good at podcasting, but he's very good at comparing.
Thank you.
I'm only joking. This is a good podcast. Just check us out, Instagram and all that.
Absolutely. And if anyone wants to get in touch with us, drop us an email at 5pensechange@hotmail.com or contact us on TikTok, Instagram or Facebook.
Nice one.
And if you want a discount at Toby Carvery,
Yeah,
Michelle's the person.
take Michelle with you.
Toby VIP.
Nice one. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.